let me come to the financial markets and what's been happening. We have witnessed over the last 2 months a continuous upward creeping of the spreads on government bonds. And we have also seen what started off as a European problem what started off as a Greek problem broaden to become a European problem. And in that context, I think we should read the European Council decision of last Thursday. That meeting and that decision is a watershed. It is a watershed in the following sense. It said 2 things. First of all, it said that the Council clearly sees that Greece is trying to set its house in order and will support it as long as it does exactly that. It recognized the fact that the Greek government has very clearly stated that if additional measures are needed, we will take them. Because sticking to the 4 percentage point deficit reduction in 1 year is of paramount importance, not just for the essence, but also for the credibility of the country. But at the same time, the European Council said very clearly that in the Eurozone, no one country is alone, and that Eurozone members, when it comes down to it, they stick together and they help countries that do what should be done. This is a very important statement. It's an important statement, and I read, and I've been reading the commentary saying, well, yes, but it's not specific enough. Okay, yes, it's not specific enough yet. However, it is a statement which has never been made before, and it is a statement which recognizes that some of the fundamental problems in the construction of a common currency area are finally being addressed. Today is Greece. Tomorrow could be another country. This is not simply a question about Greece. Greece is 2% of the European area GDP. So Greece not being able to finance its debt obligations will be terrible for us, but will not in and of itself create a problem for the European area. However, a sign to the markets that the Eurozone is willing to allow such a thing to happen is a sign that any European country is prey and can be prey to speculative forces. And here I think what the kind of discussion which is very important and which is only now beginning to be made is one that looks again at the regulatory framework within which we all are operating. At the moment, it is clear that we have not all learned the lessons of the financial crisis. We have not all looked carefully at the kind of regulatory oversight, the kind of regulatory rules that need to be there to not allow any country to continue running huge deficit debt and diverge in a competitive sense for the others, but at the same time not allow any particular hedge fund playing with CDSs and therefore create what is in effect a self-fulfilling prophecy. So to conclude and to open up the discussion, we are embarking in Greece on the kind of policies and reforms which have never been attempted before. We realize very well that we face a huge obstacle, and that is a credibility deficit. I think we're beginning to show in the last 3 months that step by step we're actually following up with actions what we're saying. And it is particularly to be welcomed that the counterpart of that is a very important decision which I hope will in the next days and weeks be made more explicit. Thank you.